Good afternoon, guys. Today I'm explaining about what are the applications and advantages and disadvantages of the fluid power systems. So you can see what are the applications of fluid power systems. In fluid power systems, we are using in different areas. It is agriculture machinery and equipment, and also forest equipment, and oil and offshore machine tools and off-road equipment, mining machinery and equipment, construction equipment, suspension in vehicles. So in these different areas, we are using the fluid power systems. For example, you can see, so it is the hydraulic crane. So it is used to lift the weights. So the hydraulic crane is used for transferring or rising heavy loads. So it is mainly used to transfer the high amount of loads in one place to another place, or it is raising the heavy loads and to lift the heavy loads in one place to another place. It will put on one place to another place, or it will transfer to one place to another place. So it can be used up to loads the 2500 kilonewtons. So how much of load? It is 2500 kilonewtons of load it should be lifted. So it is widely used in loading and unloading ship, warehouses, workshop, heavy industries and dock sidings. So in these equipments, it is used for lifting the loads. So you can see the hydraulic. So these are the hydraulics. Okay, it is run with the fluid. How it should be the power developed? It should be run with fluid power system. Okay, so what's the construction of the hydraulic crane? So there is a construction of the hydraulic crane. So you can see there is a different parts: water and high pressure, water outlet valve, inlet valve, outlet valve, fixed pulley block, fixed cylinder, wire rope, movable pulley block, hook, load, tie, guide pulley, hollow vertical post. So these are all different parts in the hydraulic crane. So in fluid power control system, mainly we are taking the fluid. So if you can see the inlet wall and outlet wall. So inlet wall and outlet wall of the water under high pressure. So it is using water. In some cranes it is used some oils. Okay. Mm, some cranes are used grease. So those are the different power producing devices. So in this hydraulic crane, he is taking a water. There is a inlet valve and outlet valve for the construction of the hydraulic crane. Okay. So there is a fixed pulley and movable pulley. So in this hydraulic crane, there is a two pulleys, fixed pulley and a movable pulley. It is used to guide the pulleys by using the lifted off high amount of loads. Okay. So in this construction, there is a main acting of jib. So jib and tie. So it is the tie means tie. What is the tie? So in this hydraulic crane, these are the hydraulics and this is the tie. So this is the tie. This is a rope. These are the hooks. It is used to lift the loads, and these are the hydraulics to push out the up and down of the lips. Okay, so in this construction, there is a high pressure of water is moved onto that hydraulics, so it can be moved at upwards, and in that process the water is taken out from the hydraulics. It is a recycling process. So the tie should be moving downwards in that direction. Okay, in this process the hydraulics are plays a wide role on the tie. Okay, so what is the working procedure? So during the lifting the load by crane, the high pressure water is admitted into the fixed cylinder of Ziegler. So it has a very high amount of and a very high pressure of liquid is passes into that cylinder. Then the pressurized water forces the sliding ram to move right and movable pulley block. So it should be very high amount of passes through the water. It should be movable of the pulley block. So it should be movable. Then the tie should be moved at upward and back downward direction. Okay, so that the distance between the two pulleys block increases. So the high amount of water should be passes into that cylinder. The pulleys of the pulleys of the distances it should be increased. After releasing this water, the same dimension it occurred on the two pulleys. Okay. So in hydraulic lift, so you can see in car services or bike service showrooms, there is a hydraulic lift is there. Hydraulic lift to lift the vehicle, to lift the vehicles from base to the top portion of the vehicle. So it is the, you can see the original force and the second force, it means a output force. If we are applying the force F1 and the final force is F2, it should be the area A1 and it should be the area A2. So you can apply the force on F1, it should be applied a very high amount of pressure into that. So the area of the cylinder A2 it should be increased. So the flow, because of the fluid is passes through the second area of that cylinder, so it should be moved on upwards. So the second force is 10 times in the original force, so it should be F2 is equal to P2A2. F2 is equal to P2A2, it should be 10 times in force F1. So in the cylinder 1 you can apply the force at one time, it should be delivered into that cylinder 2 is, it is increased at 10 times of that cylinder 2. So F2 is equal to P2A2 is equal to 10 into F1. So we are applying the force in cylinder 1, it should be at 2 times. At either F2 is equal to P2A2 is equal to 20 into F1. Why? Because, sorry, yeah, okay, it should be applied at one time, it should be increases at 10 times, it should be applied at 2 times, it should be increased at 20 times. So 20 into F1, that is the area of the cylinder A2. So this is the Pascal's principle. What is the Pascal's principle, what is the derivation of that, we will discuss further classes. So this is the what is hydraulic lift. So the hydraulic lift is a device used for carrying passenger or goods from one floor to another in multi-stored buildings to raise heavy objects. So the working principle is the Pascal's law. It is a fluid mechanics. So it should be the transmitted equally in the directions of throughout the fluid such that the pressure varies remains the same. In this principle we will discuss later. Okay. So what are the applications of hydraulic lifts is wheelchair lift, truck trailer, material handling, industrial hydraulic applications. A wheelchair lift means, so wheelchair in our computer tables or wheelchairs, there is a some hydraulic lift is there. So it should be lifted on that by using the fluid power systems. And truck trailer in tractors or lorries, we are using the fluid power control systems of hydraulics. So that is the truck trailer. And material handling system. So in pick and place operations or robotics, um, one material is picked and it should be placed on that another place. So that is the pick and place operations of the objects. So that is the material handling. It should be handled at one place too, and it should be delivered in another place. So that is the material handling system. So in this process we are using the fluid power control systems of the hydraulics. And industrial hydraulic applications. So in industrial hydraulic applications there is a different techniques and different process and different areas we are using the fluid power systems. So this is the hydraulic accumulator. So you can see, so these are the hydraulic symbols. Okay, so there is a no barrier accumulator, gas charged accumulator, spring loaded accumulator. In that hydraulics there is a spring, gas, weight, gas over bladder, gas over piston. These are the different hydraulics. Okay, one is a spring is there, one is gas is there, one is weight loaded accumulator is there, one is gas over bladder is there, gas over piston is there. So these are the different hydraulics. So these are the symbols of the hydraulics. So what are the applications? So these are the different applications in the hydraulics. It should be at a agriculture industry. So to operate farm equipment such as ploughs, chemical sprayers, fertilizer spreader and harvesters. So in agriculture industry, ploughing machines and chemical sprayers or fertilizer spreaders or harvesters means Taiwan engines or any fertilizer sprayers. So those equipments we are using the fluid power control system. Okay. Then next, automobile industry. So to operate power steering, brakes and suspension system and also for the hydrostatic transmission systems. In automobile systems, in automobile system there is a different vehicles is there. We are using different types of hydraulics in that automobile system. Okay. And next, aviation, aircraft trolleys, luggage loading, unloading, aircraft servicing and flight simulation. Aviation means aircraft industries, airline industries. We are loading and unloading, we are packing objects and brakes and suspension systems, loading and unloading particles, aircraft surfacing and flight simulations. So these are all equipment by using the fluid power control systems. And construction, for removing stress for structural member of bridges, making repairs and replacing beams. So we are using the, it should be loaded parts. There is a high amount of parts, so it should be lifted only hydraulics. Okay, there is a, we are lifting by the humans, there is a huge amount of weights. So in that process we are using the hydraulics. Okay. The next, manufacturing sector. So in that manufacturing sector there is a different industries are there. It should be holding and positioning the vector, positioning the parts and operating the hand tools, pneumatic drills, riveting machines, conveyor systems, robots, presses, stamping equipment, jigs and fixtures, molding machines in plastic industry. So in these different equipments, we are using the fluid power control systems. And also mining and printing and packaging. In mining also we are using the fluid power control systems. Excavating equipment such as black holes and bulldozers or rock drills. Rock drills means there is a rock drills and a power guns is there, so it should be run with fluid power systems. And conveyor systems, so the conveyors are also run with fluid power systems. And printing and packaging, so in printing process and packaging process, to pack the any objects, in that process we are also using the fluid power systems. So these are the different applications in the fluid power control systems. And what are the advantages and disadvantages of the fluid power systems? So the fluid power system is more compact than mechanical drive because it eliminates the complicated linkage of levers, gears and cams. So the fluid power is a very compact mechanical drive system. It should be eliminated linkages, gears, levers in cams. For example, a car brake system was at one time purely mechanical, consisting of complicated linkage mechanism. So it is replaced by later hydraulic system, which is provided to be infinitely superior. Okay, it should be flexible uh, compared to the gears, levers and cams by using the hydraulics. And the maximum power that can be transmitted in mechanical system depends upon the geometry and shape of the components. But in hydraulic system, the medium of power transmission is a liquid, which is not subjected to breakage like parts of mechanical systems in that fluid power control systems of objects. Okay, in that machines or in that objects, by using the fluid power systems, it is a very compactable is compared to any gears, links or cams. Okay, so and the next one, next advantage is it is fluid power systems are able to produce constant force and torque regardless of speed variations. For example, in mechanical gear drive, which increases the speed, the torque transmitted decreases. So it should be a variation of speeds by using the hydraulics. In hydraulic system, we need not to pay attention towards the lubrication, because the hydraulic oil lubricates the sliding parts and prevents the rust formation and hence the system life improvements. So in the hydraulic system, there is a very big advantages is it should be a lubricant of using the hydraulic oil. It should not form a rust on that hydraulics. Why? Because there is a using of hydraulics oil, it should not form a rust. Okay, and the life of span of hydraulics is very high. So the fluid power system offer infinitely variable speed control, which is not positionable with mechanical drives. So in that mechanical drive systems, it should be compared to hydraulic systems, some amount of complication in that mechanical systems. It should be easy to compare to the mechanical drive systems. So these are the different advantages of the fluid power control system. And what are the disadvantages? So it should be preventing the leakage of oil in hydraulic system. By using the hydraulics, there is a drawback. It is a leakage of oil in that hydraulic system. So it should be the oil results in slippery and dirty surroundings. So the places of that hydraulics is damaged by because of leakage of oil in that hydraulic system. And the second one is fire hazards may occur if the leakage of oil takes place in the area of hot environment. So in that hydraulics, the leakage of oil, it should be a flammable oil. So the oil is flammable. So in that hot area, if the oil is leak, then it should be fire hazardous. It should be blasted. Okay, the fire is developed on that leakage of hydraulics, so it should be blasted. So the area is damaged. So that is one of the limitation. And next, bursting of hydraulic lines due to high pressure may occur if they are not designed properly. Bursting of hydraulic lines due to high pressure, if we are applying the very high amount of pressure on that hydraulics, it should be burst. Burst means it should be blasted, means it should be damaged. So in that very high amount of pressure applied on the hydraulics, it should be damaged. Why? Because they are not designed properly. They are not designed properly. So we are making the design, it should be very careful design, and how much amount of pressure it should be acting. So these components we are making, these requirements we are taking, and to develop the hydraulics. And the next one, noisy atmosphere due to continuous operation of pumps. So in that hydraulics, there is a continuous operation of hydraulics, there is a disturbance of noise. So there is a producing a noise disturbance on that hydraulics. It is also a one disadvantages of the fluid power systems. And last one, the contamination of fluid decreases the life of the component. So if the contaminant of the fluid in that hydraulics, it should be decreases, the oil level is decreases, so the life of span of the hydraulics is also decreased in that fluid power system. So these are the different applications, advantages and disadvantages of the fluid power systems. In further classes we will discuss what are the different types of fluids in hydraulics, so and what are the what is the procedure of hydraulics, and what is the basic procedure and what is the working procedure of hydraulics, will we will show later. Okay, thank you guys.